Hey guys, it's Andrew Marshall, and I'm just going to give you some brief context to the artist I will be interviewing today, my good friend Fataday Korngor. For those of you who don't know, Fataday Korngor is a musician from the Delaware County area who is 24 years old and a part of two music groups, his solo project and the sad girl rock outfit Sacred Monsters. He discovered his love for bands like Green Day and Blink-182 at a very young age, and since then has immersed himself in the pop-punk music scene here in Philadelphia. Fataday attended my school, Newman University, and it is here where he met AJ Tenari. After working on a Christmas single together, Deck the Halls, they decided to keep making music together, and songs that Fataday was writing in his bedroom became a full live band reality. After adding guitarist Tim Jones and the newest member, Clay Mullaney, Fataday has now released 2 albums, Messing with the Brightness in 2022, and the latest record, 2024's Growing Pains. Growing Pains is a concept album about the hardships and mental struggles that Fataday was dealing with during a breakup, and it's this vulnerability that he has shared with us that makes a very compelling music experience. I hope you have as much fun watching this interview as we had making it, and welcome to the Playlist Perspective.
Live from Newman University, welcome everybody to the very first episode of The Playlist Perspective. My name is Andrew Marshall, and I'm very excited to get into this new show that will spotlight artists from the Philadelphia/Delco music scene each week. I've known of today's guest for quite some time, as we have some Newman University alumni friends in the band. They are an indie alt-rock band with a happy melodramatic flair, as the Spotify bio states. And a name that has been mispronounced so much that they've capitalized on this, actually, and made merch. I highly suggest you check it out if you have not yet, because it's a good T-shirt.
Yeah, I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show Fataday Korngor and his wonderful live band.
What's going on?
What's up, everybody?
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. If you guys wouldn't mind just introducing yourselves individually and saying what you do in the band.
I'm Tim, and I play lead guitar.
I'm Fataday. I'm the lead vocalist, and I also play guitar.
I'm AJ. I'm the drummer and percussionist.
And I'm Clay. I'm the bass player.
Sweet. You guys are coming off a really busy 2024, full album released, which was really cool. Tons of live shows to be played as well. And it seems like 2025 is definitely not slowing down at all. Already got new music on the way, I'm hearing. My main question is there going to be happy songs on the new Fataday Korngor record?
I mean, it is us. What can you expect?
No.
Probably not. I would say that the song that we just recorded is on the happier spectrum.
At least in tone, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple minor chords in there. I don't know, from what I remember. So
Healthy balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you doing okay, man? Is it?
He's doing great.
I'm having a good time so far. I mean, I'm playing with these guys, and home life is all good. So
That's good. I've been following kind of like the rollout that you've just kind of started on social media, and it's been pretty interesting so far. You made a post that says Phil Collins has kind of inspired some of the stuff on the new record. And you guys are shooting a music video that you invited fans to come be a part of next weekend, and told them to be ready to mosh. So it kind of leads me to ask, like, are we gonna expect some like kind of like genre experimentation on this record?
definitely. I mean, in terms of just compared to Growing Pains, I kind of want the next phase to be a little bit heavier, a bit darker,
Okay.
and I feel like this next song is a good bridge between, what we did before and what's gonna kind of come next.
It's a very great introduction into where we're deciding to go.
I see. Is there any like genre, if you had like a dream one that you guys wanted to try out as a group? Like, could you maybe
Death
Rock
metal.
ska.
one?
You go first, guys.
Okay. In all seriousness, I really want to do like a slower, kind of like acoustic album at some point. One that sounds like it could have been like written in the mountains or something. Just because we've been so turned up to 11 that I feel like we kind of need a break from that after
Yeah.
this.
Let's record it today. Let's just get the acoustics
Yeah.
out. It's a 9-track album right now.
Perfect. We'll make our pink moon.
No, but on Growing Pains, that was like the first time, at least like in all the studio stuff you guys have, that you collaborated with another artist, Stone Cold Grace, on Extinction and Easy for You. You guys got kind of like that planned at all for maybe the new record? But if not, like, is there any artists that you kind of want to collaborate with?
There aren't any plans at the moment, but there definitely are artists that I want to collaborate with at some point. I just can't think of them right now.
Yeah, it's all good. Collaboration's definitely really cool.
You and Kat would be really cool.
Oh yeah, our friend Kat Rivers.
Mm,
She has a band called Cat Rivers and the Second Sight, and they're one of my favorite bands, kind of within the Delco scene right now.
yeah,
They're awesome.
no, that's awesome. It's been a little bit since you guys like recorded and released Growing Pains. How do you guys kind of like reflect on you know, the studio sessions that led up to that process, and like what was it like recording the record?
Oh, I was so like just writing that album. I remember it because I was still kind of in school working on the songs. I was so sad, and I don't know why. Well, I know why, but it's like I just listen to that album now, and I'm like, wow, I had a lot to say about everything I was going through here. Um,
A lot of pains that you grew from, in fact.
exactly, yeah. But the recording wise, I mean, that was just a great time getting to work with Jesse, our
Yeah.
producer, and he's awesome. He made the record sound incredible. So just getting to work with him was awesome, and I hope we get to do it again in the future.
Yeah, all the beautiful final touches that he made to make the album really thump.
True. Especially those edits. Those are imperative.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we love Jesse.
Shout out Jesse.
Shout out Jesse.
Yeah.
Nicely produced record. I like the way it sounds a lot. Kind of going back to like the origins of the band a little bit. I know Fataday and AJ, you guys, as I mentioned before, went to Newman together. So I figure that's probably how you guys decided to start jamming together. But Tim and Clay, how'd you guys kind of get started being involved in
I've
this
known
process?
Fataday since he was 15.
Really?
So I remember him when he was like short and a baby. Well, not that short because he was always taller than me. But I played in bands in high school, and his band was playing against our band in the Battle of the Bands, and that was like the first time that we met. And then they kept making me go back to the school, and I had already graduated, so I'm like, I don't want to go back to high school. Like, I'm done. Like, please. But Fataday was there, and a bunch of my other friends were there, so it was like, all right, whatever. Like, I'll come back and I'll play with you guys. And then I would say like 2.5 years ago, right?
Yeah, just about.
We started hanging out again just in general, and then Fataday was like, do you want to join my band? And I'm like, yeah. What do you mean? Like, let's go. We're out. This is gonna be great. Because he's like my little baby brother, so it's cool. It's like making music with someone that I've known for so long. It's just easy. So,
That's awesome, and probably adds to the chemistry a lot as well.
oh yeah.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. What about you, Clay?
We have like me and Fatty have like a mutual friend. And she told him about me, and I'm in another band too. And he hit me up one day on Instagram, and like, I never really checked my DMs. I don't know why. Like, I was like, you know, I'm gonna check my DMs today. And I probably would have seen that for 3 months. Like, he had like 2 months later, be like, who is this? Yeah, right. And I looked, and I was like, who is this guy? And he's like, want to play with me? I was like, sure, why not? And I was down to jam, and then hung out with them one time, and I was like, yup, yeah, it's gonna happen. So.
Clay walking in was great.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. Like the first thing we did like a live show for like the co-show, and that was really cool. It was like a cool first experience. You know, I've never really done something like that before, so that was fun. And yeah, ever since then, just keeps getting better. You know, we're working on new stuff, so I'm excited.
No, it seems like a crazy fun band to be in. That's why like it's like always crazy when you listen to the records, and it's like not only am I sad, there's no sunshine.
Exactly, for real.
Oh, great.
Look at that.
10
We got
out
a
of
real
10.
fan in the studio.
Definitely a real fan. But Clay, kind of like as the more recent member, what's it been like to kind of like just jump in this process? Like,
I don't know. I'm just kind of I just feel it out, see where it goes. I've done this like for a while now. Done music and play with a lot of people, so I'm kind of used to that. Like really quick, especially new kinds of music. Like I don't really play this kind of music usually, so it's cool to have this opportunity to really jam with these guys on something new. It's just fun, kind of scary but fun.
Yeah, this man came into the first practice and knew all of the songs. And we all were just like, okay,
Yeah.
This is him. Yeah, like
He-
we didn't. We before he even was done playing the first song, we were all looking at each other, being like,
This feels good. Yeah, good fit.
And what was crazy too was that at that same practice, he was like, "Hey, do you mind if we play Rear View?" And I did not tell him to like figure out that song. I was just like, "Oh, we got Pinky Ring, we got Sane, we got No Sunshine." He was like, "No, I want to play Rear View. That was
Mhm.
that was a
A
really
deep
good
cut.
song."
and he knew it better than me.
Dude, that song goes so hard. Like, dude, first I listened to that album from start to finish. I was loving everything. I got to that song and I was like, replay. Like, I'm doing that one too.
Um, what's I mean, I know it like changes over and over again. What's the songwriting process kind of like with you guys now? Like, I know Fataday's probably a big influence on like the songs, but do they change a lot from like original conception to like what ends up being on the record?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Um, I'd say now the process is like I'll kind of have an idea for something, record like a demo of it, and then send it over to the guys just as like a, hey, here's something that I have. And then they'll kind of come up with their own parts. And once we get to practice, we'll all kind of play together and kind of see where the song goes from there.
Or we'll just jam and turn that into a song. 'cause
That
that's
works
happened
too.
Twice
Yeah.
now, I think.
It's definitely gotten like a lot more collaborative, I think, over the years, as opposed to like when it first started, it was mostly just like Fataday and like we'd play along to whatever we wanted. But like now we have like a lot more creative input, which is really cool.
For sure. And I love that you guys are like contributing more. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun, dude. Thanks for the opportunity, dog.
Yeah.
DAWG. Like I said before, I think when I listen to Growing Pains, it sounds like just a really nice produced record. But your guys' like studio tracks are like really nice and tight as well. But I've also seen you kill it like as a live band as well. I checked out the 2023 like Haverford Music Festival performance, which is really cool. Really sweaty performance. That feels
Oh,
like
dude,
that day
that
was
was
like
disgustingly
100 degrees.
That was so gross.
If you had to like pick one as your favorite and the other like couldn't exist anymore, do you enjoy playing music in the studio more or like the live experience of things?
Live, hands down.
Yeah,
for me.
live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
live.
the easiest question.
I think you're gonna ask us like pick like a favorite show too. That one would be pretty hard because we have a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, that one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. I mean, I like that show, but I don't know if I'd put it as number one.
I'm putting it number one for reasons of it was a very crazy situation where me, AJ, and Fataday were all forced to day of figure out a plan for the show, and we rocked it and killed it. So it was great.
Yeah, I think one of the openers had kind of dropped out that day.
An opener dropped out,
And so,
like, it was ridiculous.
yeah, so I was like,
There was a band running late. There was the dude running late himself. Like it was just a lot. But at the end of the day, like we killed it. We were fantastic.
That really does lead to like some of the best shows sometimes when just like like the lead up feels like everything's going wrong.
Yeah, but then it still pays off.
But no, you guys really have been going at this for a little while. How long has it been exactly? Like
4 years since I've been just making music, and then 3 with these guys. 4 with AJ, because
2021 we did Deck the Halls.
yeah, that was also kind of on the whim because he had a show here called New Game Plus, and I found out that he could play the drums, and so I was like, "Hey, I got this Christmas song that I'm working on. Do you want to play drums on it?" And I've just continued to ask him back since.
Thanks, man.
that that's not like really an easy thing for a band to do at all, like especially because you just see a lot of bands like not really have that longevity, but also just productivity. You guys have put out like a lot of music. What advice do you kind of have to give to like people who want to like have a long lasting band that puts out a lot of music?
Learn how to tell your friends to fuck off and learn how to take it.
It's a good point. You gotta learn how to accept criticism because that's like a big like step in growing as a band.
Yeah. I'd say another one is also just be friends with the people that you're in a band with because, you spend so much time with them, playing shows, going to the studio, driving places. You got to make sure that you're, just in a good place, like friendship wise, too.
Yeah.
Don't make it feel like a job either.
Yeah.
Mhm. Um, my last kind of question before we get into the music aspect of things, which I don't know if I explained that to you, the audience. They will play live music on the show. It's a cool little component. All of you guys are like really involved with just kind of like the local scene. You guys are all pretty much in local bands. AJ, I know you're like a videographer for some local bands as well. You got a music themed podcast. Shout out
No, oh yeah.
Family Album.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you.
What does the Philly music scene mean to the Fataday Korngor band?
Greatness.
Greatness.
Camaraderie.
Yeah.
Met some of the craziest and the coolest people I've ever seen in my entire life doing this. Like, you know, you never know who you're gonna like be playing with, where you're gonna be at. You know, sometimes you just show up to this place, you're like, oh, that's what we're doing, and it looks like terrible, and you play the greatest show ever. It's like you're in some basement, and it's just like you're going hard as with everybody else there. You know, especially with people who come out, make that scene huge. Everybody's coming out to each other's gigs, or even just random fans. It makes everything, I don't know, feel high energy. You want to like get up there, rip somebody's head off. You know, let's go crazy.
It's probably because we're surrounded by Eagles fans.
Yeah.
So they put that passion
They
into
are
the
just
music.
naturally ready
Yeah.
to rip
Yeah.
someone's head off at any moment. Yeah. You guys got like a favorite like Philly place that kind of like always holds like a
The nail.
Nail.
The Nail.
Yeah.
The nail.
nail's a good one.
I loved our show at Fat Lady. That one was a lot of fun.
That lady was. I miss the Grape Room so much.
Yeah.
I forgot the Grape Room's not around anymore. Yeah.
Like their stage was small, but their sound was fantastic.
That was really good. Cheap beers too.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Cheap
Oh,
beers
yeah.
It's always good. All right. Thus concludes the interview portion. We're gonna get some live music from Fataday Korngor and the live band right now.
1, 2, 3, 4. Leave me in the dark when you swore you'd always be there. I guess always was a lie, if you ever meant it at all. You swore by your pinky ring that we'd always be a thing, but you went and turned your back on me. You turned your back on, ghost me like a Casper. Should've known there'd be disaster. Take back your stupid pinky ring. Take it back now. Find me moving on to someone that won't steal my air. The spark of us has gone, and I wonder if it ever was there. You swore by your pinky ring that we'd always be a thing, but you went and turned your back on me. You turned your back on, ghost me like a Casper. Should've known there'd be disaster. Take back your stupid pinky ring. Did you ever care at all? 'Cause I don't think you did. Oh, all those stupid words, I'm just so over it. Did you ever care at all? 'Cause I don't think you did. Oh, all those stupid words, I'm just so over it. You swore by your pinky ring that we'd always be a thing, but you went and turned your back on me. You turned your back on, ghost me like a Casper. Should've known there'd be disaster. Take back your stupid pinky ring. Take it back now. Of course, no problem. So, I guess this is the new one. Yeah, this is a brand new song. First time we're playing it in front of a filmed thing. It's called "Forget to Remember," and it'll be out soon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Letters that I'd never send sit in my drawers, waiting for a mail-in day. Some things are better left unsaid, and what's done is done for sure. There's no rewind on our consequence. But I know I loved you more, and that's no coincidence. But you treat me like a chore. I just wish that we get right all the times that I fought to keep us together. Did you forget to remember? No. Did you forget to remember? No. How'd we screw it up this time? Destruction's a two-man job, and we both fit the description. I wasn't the man I should have been, but you weren't the girl I knew. Should have waited for the drop-in shoe. But I know I loved you more, and that's no coincidence. But you treat me like a chore. I just wish that we'd get right all the times that I fought to keep us together. Did you forget to remember? Did you forget to remember? Did you forget to remember? Forget to remember. But I know I loved you more, and that's no coincidence. But you treat me like a chore. I just wish that we get it right all the times that I fought to keep us together. Did you forget to remember? No. Did you forget to remember? No. 'Cause I won't forget those nights of regret, wasted all on us, wasted all on us.
Cold. That was cool. Is that double tambourine tap like in the electric recording going to be like? Nice. I thought so. That's sick. Thank you guys so much for being here today. It's really cool to have you here. I hope for the audience this has been a cool and as cool of an experience as it's been in studio. We've just been having a really cool time. I'd like to take a minute to just thank Newman Media for making this possible and supplying us with all the equipment. My crew, Anthony Linetti, behind the cameras, Jaden Keys, who's also over here, as well as Joe Clark, Brian Ayers, and Sean McDonald for help making this. And of course, Fataday, AJ, Clay, and Tim for being here. You guys got anything you want to say before we kind of sign off today?
Don't look at me. I'm in the inappropriate.
Right. Just thank you for having us. Thanks to everybody for listening and making the last year incredible. And I don't know, be on the lookout. We got new stuff coming out and more down the pipeline. So come out and see a show.
Yeah, support the Philly music scene.
Thank you guys for watching the first episode of the Playlist Perspective. More to come on the way.